Okay, my name's Vince, and I am a snorer. It's okay, many of us are. Go ahead and admit it, it's not that big a deal. And so many of us. And all those people have learned all the fun stuff that I have learned. You'll recognize this right away. No, it's not the inside guts of one of those alien face huggers. Actually, maybe it is, quite frankly. All my CPAP hoses. And, come to think of it, the mask sort of is a alien face hugger. Actually, this one's even more like an alien face hugger. The problem with these things is you need to have a certain amount of that mouth discipline, be able to keep your mouth closed, or they'll just whistle and make all kinds of damn noise. And traveling with a CPAP is just a pain, a royal pain. I've been traveling with mine for probably close to 30 years, and way back when, even TSA didn't know how to handle a CPAP in your luggage. They're like, what the heck is that? That is not the case any longer, but having to travel around, carry that big old machine. I actually broke down at one point in time and spent like $700 to get a smaller machine, one that was about, the size of a Foster's can. And, you still have all the problems. You got to carry around all the hoses. You got to carry around all the masks. You got to carry around all the other stuff. So once I got the Medicare and I was talking to a doctor, and they had an advertisement for this Inspire stuff. And I looked into it. It's like, well, that sounds kind of cool because you don't have to use the CPAP. It's just this little implant, which is exactly that size. And they implant it right in your chest, right about there. And it's powered up. It's got a battery that lasts for about 10 years. They put it in there, and then they run some wires up under your chin, and there are probes that go into points in your soft palate in there. Once the electricity goes into your soft palate and stimulates those muscles in there, they tighten up. They get a little bit more, they flex. And it opens up your breathing pathway, and it's amazing. Don't carry around anything anymore. So I thought, well, that would be great. I remember seeing ads for those 10 years ago, something like that, and thinking, boy, that would be terrific. I'm sure I can't afford it, but guess what? Medicare. I can afford it now. Medicare picked it up. So I decided I'm doing this. And I made all the plans, did everything I needed to do, went down to the ear, nose, and throat people, the ENT people, and got tested for it to make sure that I was a good candidate. They actually don't put you through a sleep study like they used to with the CPAPs. Now you just go into the office, they give you some sedation, which really just knocks you right out and loosens up all those tissues, and then they can put a camera in and check and find out where you're getting constrictions and stuff like that, find out if you'd be a good candidate for this product. But anyway, turns out I was a good candidate for this product. So I went down to the surgery center and they put it in. It took me perhaps about a half a day. The surgery itself was only about an hour and a half, but then I did have to go through some recovery afterwards. Now that was about 2-3 weeks ago. And once it is in, which is right there, literally right there. Matter of fact, you can still see my incision underneath there for all the inputs and stuff like that. And they put that right there. It wasn't any problem at all. I had very little pain, a little bit of itching as things were starting to heal. But other than that, I have no idea how it's going to work. But everybody I have spoken to so far, and that includes you, and you, and you, and you, and you, once I've mentioned that to them, they go, oh my God, I'd do that in a heartbeat. Let me know how it works. Well, now you've got a buddy who can let you know how it works. So, in about 10 days from now, I think it's the 19th of March, I go in to the doctor because it'll be 30 days after my surgery. And then they can turn this thing on. It's got a 10-year battery pack in it. I guess after 10 years, I'm not sure what they do. They can probably charge it by induction or something if they need to. But anyway, 10 years, I'll worry about that when it happens. And I'll let you know. Just check in here and I will let you know all the time. I'll also let you know about other fun stuff that I've noticed as I'm getting old. Hit tips I can pass along to you guys, just in case you haven't had a chance to have fun with them yet. But I'm looking forward to this Inspire. I think it'll be fun. And here's what you do. You don't have to carry around your CPAP machine anymore. This is the silliest thing. I have no idea why. But they don't just turn it on and leave it on. No, you gotta have a way to turn it on and off. So they give you this remote control. I don't know if anybody here was driving around with your parents when you were in the 70s. This is the simple high-tech remote control that Inspire gives you, and it turns on your Inspire machine to make you stop snoring and opens your garage door at the same time. But anyway, check in with me right now. Why wasn't I warned? This is Vince. Thank you.